Yo, what's going on YouTube? So, right now, we're just in like this empty parking spot. I'm kind of in the shade. It's a little chill, well, it's chilly today in Florida, but when you stand in that sun, that's when you start getting cooked, especially when you're in full leathers. So, one thing I want to talk about is the suspension on this bike got done. In my latest video, I posted a couple clips of them doing the suspension adjustment, so I'm going to go over that real quick, not in full detail because I only know a little bit. I don't know everything about it. That's why I went to somebody else and had it done. So when you get to the shop or wherever you're getting it done, oh man, I need to wash this bike. It seems like this bike's always dirty, especially right now because the pollen's really bad. So when you get there, they put the bike on a chalk and they ask you questions like how much you weigh, on a scale of 1 to 10, how aggressive do you ride, and factors like that. And then I guess everything that they ask you and you tell them, they just add it all up on a calculator. They do some math, and then they figure out, okay, well, this is how high the bike sits now. For an example, let's say like right now it's at 46 inches and we need to, go to like, I don't know, 43 to 45 or something like that. And so they have you sit on the bike. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Before they start adjusting everything, the first thing they adjust is the shifter, because you can raise it up or down. The rear brake pedal, they do that too, up or down. And then these, the clutch lever and the front brake lever, you can go like, how aggressive you want it. So I'm going to sit on the bike, I'm going to do so, and they tell you to get in the riding position. So wherever you sit on the seat, I sit about this far, feet where you want it. They tell you to just sit on the bike like you're riding it. So as you're sitting there, then he will ask you, how do you like this? And, it was up here, so you were pretty much like reaching out like, because this is how you're riding. And I was reaching out like this. So he lowered it down to a little more of an aggressive position, and I like this better. And then he matched the clutch lever, the same spot where the front brake is. The shifter, I think he raised it a little bit because I felt like I was just going too far down. And then the rear brake pedal, I think they also raised it because where I sit on the seat also brings in a factor of how hard you have to reach for things. And so he ended up raising it because he was saying that, when you're in because like you're always resting your foot on the peg like this and your toes are like this, and you have to go forward and reach for it. And he said, it's not supposed to feel like you're actually trying to reach for it. It should be a steady motion to the front, and you should be able to feel that peg right underneath your toes. And then obviously you start applying brake. It shouldn't be like, here's the peg and the rear brake pedal's up here, your toes is here. It's not supposed to be all the way down here and then start pressing and your foot's like this. And that's how I kind of was. And then they started adjusting all this. So this is preload. This is hard and soft, and they're explaining like rebound, and I don't know too much about that with motorcycles. Then he started adjusting this rear shock back here with the lock collars. And then in the video you see him adjusting this, and there's one on the bottom. I can't tell you what it's all about, but that's what they did to get the suspension redone. And also, if you have not gotten your suspension done before, please do it. Because if you're running, if you are running factory suspension, I want you to go look at your bike right now and look at your front forks. You will notice that you're not using all of the bike's potential, and you'll see a dust line of where your forks are only coming down to, and you could be using a lot more. So this zip tie right here, and that's what I noticed on this bike in the MT-09 when I got it adjusted. There was a dust line about 60% in. And so after everything's done, they put the zip tie on there and they say this is no longer a zip tie. So every time you go on a ride, this thing's going to go push, the zip tie is going to go down. and you have to reset it every time. If you don't, you will not be able to tell accurately how much of the suspension you're using in the front. One thing that he did tell me, because this bike is brand new, it is a 25, we just finished the break-in period on it, he was explaining that the fluid in the forks are still brand new and not really worn yet. And the more I ride and the more miles I put on it, the more the fluids get used in the forks. So he said to go back sometime after, maybe after another 2,000 miles, and get it readjusted because the fluid will be broken in a little more. So I actually have a video idea. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see it or me make a video on it. I was thinking about making a video for an AGV Pista versus a KYT comparison video, just giving my opinion on it, because a lot of people look up YouTube videos like that, especially when you start getting to the $1,600, $2,000 price range for a Pista, which that's what I'm currently wearing. And I might wear it for vlogs, but my opinion might tell you something else. And also, right now, life is throwing a curveball at me, so being able to ride today is really gonna relax my mind, just take my mind off things. I love going for a ride every Sunday, because when you sit on a bike and you ride it, it's just all your problems in life just go away, and it's amazing. And you don't have to worry about anything except enjoy the moment you are having of being on two wheels. So right now, I have a lot going on in life. I won't go too into detail into that, but I will just share that we are moving. My wife and I are moving into a new house this week, and then which is Wednesday and Thursday. I have to go to a buddy's funeral. He passed away at work on the job. Very down to earth guy. We all miss him already. Without him being there, the morale of the shop is so different, because he was a genuine person. But I'm not gonna touch too much on that. Rest in peace, Michael, man. We miss you. We love you.